Good morning, children. So, welcome back to the online session of a mathematics class. We are discussing about the lesson simple equations. So, in the last session, I had discussed about how to find out a solution for the simple equation. It means how to solve the equation. Solving the equation, nothing but finding out the solution of the equation. What do you mean by solution of the equation? Solution of the equation is nothing but value of a variable for that the equation should satisfy that, right? So what do you mean by satisfy? That means for that value of variable, LHS must be equal to RHS. So that is nothing but equation is satisfied. If LHS is equal to RHS for that particular value of a variable, we can say that value of the variable is a solution, or otherwise it is not a solution, right? So, okay, in the last class, I had discussed about how to find out the solution, how to solve the equation, simple equations, how to solve it, right? That is how to find out the unknown value. That is how to find out the variable value, right? So we will go from the exercise of 4.2 in this session. That is, give first step you will use to separate the variable. You will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. Give the first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. How will you separate the variable in this equation and solve this equation? The question is, this is first question. So, as I told you in the last class that we should find out the x value. That means separating the variable. On the LHS should have only variable. We should have only variable. We should not have any value in the variable. I should have only variable on the LHS. What is the variable here? X. I should have only x in the LHS. Which is LHS here? X minus 1. Which is RHS? 0. Right? So, I should have only the x variable here. If any of the values will be there in the x, I should send it to other side. I will transform it to other side. Right? Or otherwise, I will do some operation. I will add something to equation, or I will subtract something from the equation, that is from both the sides. Whatever you are going to do, you should do it for both the sides. If you are going to add something, add for LHS as well as the RHS. If you want to subtract it, subtract from both LHS and RHS. Right? So that is the rule in the equation. It is like a weighing machine. Right? So that means if you are adding something to the only one end, that will shows the tail. Right? That will shows the deviation. Right? So if you have to add, if you have added both quantities to both the sides, so it will be balanced, right? So like that, equation is also same like that only. If you want to add for both the sides, both for LHS and RHS. That is the rule, right? Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Whatever the operation you are going to do it for both the sides. Then only the equation will be, the value of the variable will not alter. If you are going for only LHS, not for the RHS, that will change the value of the variable. Keep it normal. Okay. Now here in this equation, I should have only x in the LHS. Only x in the LHS because x is the variable. I should not have any other values with the x. So what value I have with the x? X minus 1. So 1 is subtracted with the x. What is it means? We have learned that x minus 1 in the sense 1 is subtracted from the variable x. So in order to remove that 1, what I need to do? If it is subtracted, to balance it, I should add it. If it is added, then subtract it, reverse operation. If it is multiplied, then divide it. If it is divided, then multiply it. Right? So here this 1 is subtracted, 1 is subtracted with the variable. So add 1 to both the sides. It will be get balanced. Right? So adding 1 to both the sides, we obtain, okay, what is that? X minus 1 is equal to 0. What I will do? I will add 1 to both the sides. Plus 1, correct? The equation is x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 is equal to 0. I have added plus 1 for both the sides. Why I have added 1? I need to remove this minus 1. If I want to remove that minus 1, I should add with 1. Then only the reverse operation will get balanced, right? Observe that minus 1 plus 1 will become 0, right? Or otherwise it will get cancelled, nothing will be there, right? Here it is 0 plus 1 is 1. What is the solution? It's equal to 1. This is the first step. What is the first step? Apart from the first question, give first step you will use to separate the variable. What is the first step we are going to do? Adding 1 to both the sides. That is the first step we are going to do. What is the solution? X is equal to 1. To solve the equation, this find the solution. X is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 is the solution. Understood? Understood how to find out, how to separate the variable and how to find out the solution of the equation, right? So we'll go for the next question. So if anything is repeated, I will give it as a homework. You have to solve it. Okay? So x plus 1 is solve B. X plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay? Now you can observe that in both this equation, the only difference is here this 1 is subtracted from x, here this 1 is added to the x, right? So what I need to do to find out the solution? Separating the variable. That means on the LHS I should have only the variable. I should not have a coefficient of x. I should not have any of the variable is multiplied or divided or added or subtracted with the x. I should have only the variable. What is the variable? X. We should have only x here. Observe that we have only x here. Okay. We have to do like that. Now, so in order to separate the variable, 1 is added. To remove this one, what I need to do? Reverse. I need to subtract 1 from both the sides of the equation. Right? Why I need to subtract from both the sides? That is the rule. I can't subtract only from the LHS. If I want to subtract something, I need to subtract from both the sides. Why I need to subtract? Because I need to remove 1. I should have only x on the LHS to solve the equation, right? Okay. I will subtract 1 from both the sides. From both sides, we obtain, what is the equation? X plus 1 is equal to 0. I need to subtract with 1 on both the sides, right? 1 is subtracted. The LHS also, 1 is subtracted from the RHS also, right? So plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled, that is 0. Only x is remaining. Look at that. I am having only the variable. I don't have any coefficient, I don't have any values added or subtracted or multiplied or divided with the variable. I have only x. My LHS is clear. We will go for RHS and we'll solve that. 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1. If you subtract 0 from 1, you will be getting the same value, right? X is equal to minus 1. 0 is neglected. 0 minus 1 is minus 1, right? So x is equal to minus 1 is the solution. Okay. So like this, you need to give the first step and you need to solve the given equation. Okay. Now the next question is, third one. See, x minus 1 is equal to 5. X minus 1 is equal to 5. Okay. Again, I need to separate the variable. That means I am having 1 is subtracted from x. The same thing, adding 1 to both sides of the equation. Only thing in the RHS, what we have instead of 0, we have 5. So that means I need to add plus 1 from both the sides. So here it is cancelled. So here it is the RHS, both are plus. 5 plus 1 will become 6. So 6 is the solution. Clear? What I have done here? 1 is subtracted from the equation. So I need to remove this minus 1. So to remove that, I need to do the reverse operation. Adding 1 to both sides of the equation. We obtain adding 1, both the sides. Cancel, I am getting 0. So x. On the RHS, 5 plus 1 will become 6. So x is equal to 6 is the solution. Right? Now the next equation is x plus 6 is equal to x plus 6 is equal to x plus 6 is equal to x plus b. X plus 6 is equal to 2. Similarly, the same method. So I need to separate the variable. In order to separate the variable, I should not any value should be added with x or subtracted with x or should multiplied with x or divided with x. I need to remove that. So what is the values be with the variable? 6 is added. Look at that with the LHS. 6 is added with x. 6 is added with x in the sense. To remove that, I need to subtract 6 from both the sides. Right? We'll write that. Subtract 6 from both sides. Subtract 6 from both sides. What will happen? X plus 6 is equal to 2 is the original equation. I need to subtract 6 from both the sides. 6 is subtracted from the LHS. 6 is subtracted from the RHS. Okay. Now x plus 6 minus 6 will become 0. Right? So 2 minus 6. Here it is very important. 2 minus 6. 2 is having a plus sign, 6 is having a minus sign. 2 minus 6. What is 2 minus 6? So you can't able to subtract 6 from 2. So we will subtract 2 from 6. If you subtract 2 from 6, answer is 4, right? Answer is 4. Between 2 and 6, which is the higher value? 6. 64, which is the sign we have? Negative sign. So in the answer also we should have a negative sign. We should have a negative sign, right? It's very clear. I need to subtract 6 from 2. It's not possible. We'll subtract 2 from 6. Reverse. 2 from 6. Answer is 4. Right? Between 2 and 6, 6 is the higher value. Before the 6, I have a negative sign. This is sign. Right? So therefore, in the answer also I am having a negative sign. Clear? This is true for all the values. If you are subtracting, right? Look at the variable side. You should place the same sign, higher value sign. Okay? So x plus 0 is equal to x in LHS. Minus 4. So x is equal to minus 4 is a solution. Clear? X is equal to minus 4 is a solution. Okay? So now, some of the questions I will give it to you as a homework. Okay? D, E, y minus 4 is equal to 7 minus 7. Okay? Y minus 4 is equal to minus 7. 4 is subtracted. So what do you need to do? You should add 4 to both sides. Okay? So if you add 4 to both sides, LHS 4 will get cancelled only by variable. RHS you should add with 4. So minus 7 plus 4. Minus 7 plus 4. That means you should subtract it because 1 plus and 1 sign. 1 minus. Right? If you subtract 4 from 7, answer is 3. Between 4 and 7, 7 is the higher value. Before that, I have a negative sign in the answer also you should have a negative sign. You have to do this. So this is the homework for you. Okay? E, F is y minus 4 is equal to 4. Same equation but RHS is different. Here it is 4, here it is minus 7. But to remove this, I need to add it 4 only. Right? Both in this equation also, this equation also, I should add it 4. Okay? So you do that. So G, y plus 4 is equal to 4. Y plus 4 is equal to 4. Okay? Here, you need to subtract from the 4. Subtract from the 4 because here it is added. Here it is added. 4 is added with y. So to remove that, you need to subtract from the 4 both the sides. So if you subtract 4 from 4, you are getting 0 on the other. Just remember that. Okay? So the next one, y plus 4 is equal to minus 4. Y plus 4 is equal to minus 4. Right? Again, you should subtract here. Right? So if you subtract, what will happen? We'll see. We'll get the answer. Right? So this is also homework for you. This is also homework. This is also homework for you. Right? So you need to complete this homework. You need to send it to me. Okay? So if you have any doubts, these questions, you can get back to me. You can put a message or else you can call me and you can ask your doubts. Okay? So we move for the second main. Second main is give first step you will use to separate the variable and then solve the equation. The same, but the equations are different. Okay. So this is the equation. This is the equation. You can observe that the first step you will use to separate the variable. Separate the variable. So to separate the variable, you need to look at the LHS and you should find out what happened in the LHS. Look at that. This is LHS. This is RHS. What happened in the LHS? What is the variable here? L is the variable. L is the variable. Remember that L is the variable. So 3 is multiplied with L. 3 is multiplied with L. Nothing in the sense it is multiplied. 3L in the sense it is 3 into L. 3 is multiplied with L. So in order to remove that L, what I need to do? I need to divide with 3. Divide with 3 because 3 is multiplied here. I should divide with 3 to remove that. Right? So if I want to divide 3 with the LHS, I can able to divide only for the LHS? No. I should divide with the RHS also. That is the rule. If you want to divide it, divide for both sides. If you want to add it for both sides. If you want to subtract it from both sides. That's it, right? So in order to separate the variable, I need to remove 3. 3 is multiplied. To remove that, we will divide it by 3. Divide by 3 on both sides. Right? We will divide it. We work time. Okay, so 3L is equal to 42. So I should divide with 3 LHS as well as the RHS. We will obtain this step. I will be dividing by 3 on both sides. So in the LHS, 3 will get cancelled. What is remaining? Only L. So in the RHS, if you divide 42 by 3, so 3 ones are 3. 1 will be the remainder. Take the next digit 2. 3 fours are 12. 0. It is the answer 14. L is equal to 14 is the solution. Is the solution. Right? So here it is. It is multiplied. 3 is multiplied on both sides. So in order to remove that, you need to divide by 3. So if you want to divide 3, you should not divide. You can't able to divide only for the LHS. You should divide for both the LHS and RHS. Right? In the LHS, you can cancel. The RHS, if you divide it, you are getting 14 as the answer. So L is equal to 14. L is equal to 14 is the solution. Right? We'll go for second question. B. B by 2 is equal to 6. B by 2 is equal to 6. Now, here, which is the variable? Variable is B.